Hello and welcome to Live, Learn, Apply and Share, and I'm your host, Galiano de Azevedo. Today, let's talk a little bit about leadership. The question is, leadership, is it more about sacrifice or privileges? What is your answer to that question? Well, the truth is that leadership is more about sacrifices and less about privileges. So let us together look at the whiteboard. And so when we talk about the sacrifice, we're talking about you as the leader. I am talking to you about as a positional leader. You put the well-being of others above your own. So it simply means that as a leader, you put yourself second. You don't always put yourself in the top position as a leader. However, when you look at privileges only, what happens is you want advantages, you want special rights, and you want immunity. And unfortunately, today, this is the reality of many leaders. Leaders today are fighting for immunity, they're fighting for special rights, they're fighting for advantages. Let us look a little bit at our politicians. Our politicians have immunities, don't they? They have rights, they have advantages. And those advantages, in comparison to the people, they are huge advantages. So, as a leader, if you look only at the privileges, you will not make sacrifices for your people. And the point here is that you need to look more at sacrifices and less at privileges. Now, why do we say this? Because in times of crisis is when leaders are needed the most. Let us look at the current situation of the COVID-19. What happens? Many people are suffering. And what do you do as a leader? Are you willing to make sacrifices for those people that are suffering? When we look at the current situation, again, we do understand that many leaders just care about themselves. They just look at the privileges they have, and that's it. So if you simply look at the privileges, you will not care for your people. If you simply look at the privileges, what you will do is you might even want to fight just to be at the top. And when you do that, the result, of course, is what we already know today. We have a world full of wars. We have a world full of conflicts because people want to be leaders because of their own privileges. Now, to help you understand that privileges is less important than sacrifices, let us look at the following example. You are a father and you have a family. You have your wife and your kids. Someone during the night breaks into your house. What do you do? Will you tell your kids to go out and check who has just broken into your house? Will you tell your wife to go out and check who has just broken into your house? I do not agree. What you will do is you will tell your kids or you will tell your wife to stay safe while you go out and check who has just broken into your house. So as a leader, you are willing to make sacrifices. You want to die, you want to get hurt because of your family. And this is what you have to do in whatever organizations you are. That is what you have to do. But of course, we do understand that today the world does it differently. So if you are unwilling to make sacrifices for the people you lead, then you don't fit to be a leader. That's very simple. Understand that leadership is more about sacrifices and less about privileges. Thank you very much for listening, and goodbye.